Welcome to the Property Podcast with yours truly, Ines Pompega, proudly brought to you by Ophizon Properties, your most valuable property player. And you're about to find out why. On today's episode, let's explore the different types of property available for purchase in South Africa. Whether you're purchasing property for primary use or business use, here are the various types of properties available in South Africa. The first one is residential property, often used as a primary home or often bought as an investment for someone else to use as a primary home, for instance, a landlord and a tenant. The second type of property available is commercial property, often used for business use. That's where you'll find your offices, your retail spaces, i.e. shopping centers and malls. That is where you'll find your medical centers as well. The third type is industrial properties. That's where you'll find your warehouses, your storage facilities, your factories, and last but not least, your agricultural properties, where you'll find your farms and all your agro-processing businesses located. Well, that's quite a list. But today we're going to focus on residential property, which I feel is the most important, primary or fundamental need and right for every human here on earth, a shelter over their head. First on our list is freehold or freestanding properties. When you purchase into this type of property, you purchase the land and all the buildings available on the land. You have the flexibility to make all the decisions and have a little bit more freedom as to how you run your property. It comes with a lot of responsibility because you're responsible for the maintenance of this property. But mostly, it gives you the freedom to be. The second kind of property available are sectional title schemes. These are your flat, your apartments, buying into a complex, and these are usually maintained and governed by body corporates, which is a legal entity that you automatically become a part of when you purchase into these schemes. Whether you're purchasing your flat, your apartment, your townhouse, your simplex or duplex, and usually within a complex or apartment block, as mentioned earlier. This comes with slightly more restrictions as you own with other owners within the sectional title scheme. While you have exclusive views and can make decisions around your own unit, apartment, flat, townhouse, you have to share decisions or abide by certain rules for the common areas. What are the common areas? You're looking at your parking area, the grounds, there's the pool area, tennis courts, gym if there's a gym. All of that belongs to all the owners. It comes with a little restriction because you've got to be considerate in terms of noise. You can't just have a party. You have to consider your other neighbors that are in close proximity. This is great for security because often sectional title schemes are behind a boom gate. They have 24-hour man security, some of them. Therefore, they are ideal for your lock up and go type of lifestyle. For the upkeep and maintenance of the sectional title units that you own, you'll have to pay more than just the municipal rates. You'll have to pay what we call a levy, which is used to run the sectional title scheme, used to maintain the gardens, the tennis courts, the pool, etc. Next on our list are gated estates or gated communities. These are becoming more and more sought after in South Africa for their excellent security and amenities. It's like a community within a community. Security includes perimeter wall, 24-hour manned security, biometric, face recognition. Security is usually top-notch. The amenities in most of them are quite impressive. There are clubhouses, there are state-of-the-art gyms, there are pools, heated and cold pools. There are even golf courses in most of them these days. They are sought after and they are more on the upper end of the market. Now you can see what the appeal would be to live in a gated estate. Don't forget, with all this luxury and amenities, is the Homeowners Association that has to enforce certain rules and regulations to ensure that everything stays harmonious within these communities. Before the Sectional Titles Act, 95 of 1986, which came into effect on the 1st of June 1988, they were the good old share blocks. That's how units and apartments were organized back in the day. Now we still have a few on prime land in places like eThekwini, Durban, by the beachfront, where the municipality retains ownership of the land and the developer is given rights over long leases to build things like hotels, exclusive apartment blocks, boutique hotels, etc. We don't have many left, as many of them converted to sectional titles, but we still have quite a few on prime land, and they are ideal for investment purposes. If you wanted to be an Airbnb entrepreneur, Booking.com, Travelgo, etc. Now with all that information, you're now armed to make the correct decision on the property that's right for you. In summary, it comes down to needs. What property, what type of property meets your needs? It also comes down to area. What area works for you? Underline works for you. And last but not least, it's affordability. Make sure that you're honest with yourself as to what is comfortable with you when it comes to your financial obligation. Make sure that when you're ready and are serious to start shopping for your property, that you do a pre-qualification to manage your expectations and to circumvent disappointments. Imagine falling in love with a house or property and then finding out you can't afford it. And that's what we are here for. This episode has been proudly brought to you by Ophizon Properties, your most valuable property player. Thank you. Until next time.